And they don't care about you.
And don't give a fuck.
You just a hired help.
When the brother make the move, the white nigga step back.
Yeah.
I thought you had it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus 13 verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his life.
Right, a man will cleave to his life. You go to people that you're spiritually accustomed to, all right? You may look Japanese, all right, but your whole vibe, your whole spirit, and what do you identify with? All right, the same thing we identify with, man. Exactly, because that's who you are in the spirit.
Right.
So it goes deeper. It goes deeper than how you look, but you got a lot of people don't realize that. Man.
I met my first girl in this plane when I was a freshman at this space, and I was in my 30s. I ain't never had an Asian friend before.
Right.
So it was bugged out. Because don't get me wrong, they might not be part of this, right?
Some of them are. Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them are, yeah.
You ever heard of China Mac?
Yeah.
China Mac is one of us.
So Chinese people?
Some of them are.
Bruce
yeah.
Lee.
Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
You got you ever heard Jin the rapper?
Yeah.
He's part of us too, man.
Well, that's what's up. I know he you know, he has some shit with him.
It's all about your seed. All right, where your father comes from. Okay. It don't matter how you look, because your father, like you said, your father was Puerto Rican. He married a Japanese woman.
My name is Angel Manuel Rodriguez. It don't get no more Spanish. Even my credit score funky.
Yeah.
You
You would have said that like they would have said you go to a job interview.
You welcome here.
You put Rodriguez. They're not thinking that. They're thinking you're gonna say Yakamoto or something.
You're already like, oh, this nigga not high.
Yeah.
But then when they see me, they're like, oh shit, he looks smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you put a Japanese name, they was like, all right, come through. But then they see your vibe, like, oh hell no, we don't want you to do that, man.
I got fucked up when I went to reception up north. When I first went out, because I thought I put my government.
Right.
They thought I was lying.
Right.
So they were like, you want to tell me your real name, boy?
Yeah.
I had the lines like, yo, Michael Chin.
Yeah.
I might as well.
You see?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the spirit, and you got a lot of people who can't get with that. All right? They're like, nah, you ain't down with this. No, but you are. Because your spirit, first of all, you going through the same shit that we go through.
Yep.
Being locked up, being oppressed, all right, being in a low condition. Because you part of the fold. And the same thing that applies to us applies to you. They will look at you and be like, nah, this dude ain't no Israelite. Because you don't look like a typical Israelite. You don't look like a typical Puerto Rican. You go to somebody like, yo, I'm Puerto Rican. They look at you like, man, fuck out of here, man. You speak Spanish?
I'm chopped up.
Yeah, but you got a lot of Puerto Ricans.
But I can do my thing.
Who barely speak Spanish. I got a friend that work with Puerto Rican.
Yeah, me too. I got they don't understand lick of Spanish.
You know what he told me? He said because when his people first came, they
didn't want him to speak.
He was ashamed of being Puerto Rican.
Yep.
That's why I don't know Spanish like
so
that.
that's why he didn't know Spanish. He said he told me straight. He said, look, I grew up around a lot of black people. And he was ashamed, man. He just went off. Well, we just having some better We're super people. You're Superman, man. We're super people. But he had that same problem. He said, look, he was ashamed of speaking Spanish.
I was embarrassed. Because you know who fucked with me? I guess it was taught to my Spanish brother when I used to speak and whatever. They used to laugh at me and make fun of me.
Because he was speaking.
There was really no place I could go growing up because even in my household, you know what I'm saying, like all my first cousins, my mother's the youngest of her two sisters.
Right.
My grandmother, she married, her first husband was black.
Right.
So every last cousin, I got 8 of them, 100%. They my first cousins by blood.
Right.
They all 100% black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your complexion. You would never think that if you fuck with me, I send 8 black niggas to go with your ass. They look like, that ain't your family.
Yeah.
Take these niggas to fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? Word. But it's just crazy that I didn't feel comfortable because I was made to feel that way.
Right.
So I shut down. And now it's starting to pick up the language again. Because you get older, your brain is not as much as it once was.
You're right. Exactly right. Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy.
Who you said was Japanese? Your mother?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather?
And my mother.
All right, like he might have looked Japanese and been from Japan, but his lineage could have went back to black people.
Yeah.
Because you know when you go into the history of the samurais, they say in order to be a samurai, you have to have Negro blood. Because you go back into the history, look it up.
Oh,
when you get a chance, look that shit up. Go back into the samurais of Japan. Because we was mingled up and living in Japan, man.
I'm going to tell you something. Because you know what, you said some parts of China is accepted.
Right.
And it's funny because Korea was born before Japan because they were the next island after. They were, you know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to get to 30 6th Street, I have to go through 35th Street.
Right.
Korea was 35th Street.
Right.
So of course they stopped there first.
Right.
So their culture was is older than Japan's culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody basically was Chinese originally. Just like this country, before the Civil War, well, that's the war, the war with the white niggas. You know what I'm saying?
The Revolutionary
It was all Britain people.
Yeah, it was English. Yeah.
Until they stood here long enough and they started talking like cowboys 100 years later. And I always wanted to know how the fuck they went from Chimney to y'all bring me the nigger. You know what I'm saying? Like how in 100 years they accent changed so drastically.
Exactly. Right.
Crazy, right?
Because they were speaking just like the Brits.
Yeah.
You right
and
about
then 100
that.
years ago, they like, bring me the nigger.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
In 100 years.
And they'll look at themselves like they're different from them when they're the same people.
Yep.
Just like the so-called Jews. The so-called Jews are the same as all these white people. But they separate themselves like they're different people.
How you call yourself a Jew? You live in the hottest region on the motherfucking planet except Africa.
Right.
Second to Africa. You in the Middle East. You in Jerusalem.
Right.
And you as pale as a motherfucker. You can't even come
Right,
out in the
right.
daytime in your own country.
Yeah, exactly.
And the last time I checked, countries were made where that country's only 60 years old. Ain't no country in this world only 60 years
It's 60
old.
years old because of
They made it right there.
Right. That's why it's called the state of Israel. They don't call themselves the nation of Israel, and they don't call themselves Israelites. They call themselves the state of Israel because that's when it was created. After World War II, they stole it. That's our land.
We didn't let them people in. Like, come here, my brothers. I'm gonna let you rob. And the minute you got your weight up on the low, you was eating good, getting your weight up, working out in the basement. Then came out and started hitting niggas. Bing, bing, bing. This is my land. And they just got hand. They went ham on these dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were peaceful people.
Yeah.
That's, you know, it's crazy, man. Like,
But
then we back them up, and then we want to know why we can't blow the fuck up.
On the James 1 and 1, right?
Yeah, read that first.
This is James 1 and 1.
We train the American people are backing Israel up only because of money.
Exactly, it's all about money.
Then they know that the more we back them up, the more Americans and brothers like you, innocent people, are gonna get blown the fuck up.
And
you know
Israel
what I'm saying?
basically is the secret rulers of America.
They
They're the ones who control America. They ain't Donald Trump.
They're not.
Say one thing about Israel
We're
too.
still under the British reign, British rule.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they still have their hand in how we print our money.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. The Federal Reserve is owned by English bankers.
Yeah.
White. So
we
white
never
people.
we never really got released from them.
You're right about it. You're right about it. But it's all an illusion.
And it's good that my brothers over here know, because a lot of brothers don't. And these young kids today,
Oh, they're gone.
in the hood,
They're gone.
They fucked up.
They fucked up.
Because they want to kill the messenger.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to hear we talk to them about, Willie Lynch and our culture, because they don't look at it as our culture. They look at their culture being told by a Chinese.
Yeah, it's
and
like
they feel some kind of way.
Yeah, like who the fuck is you telling me that? Yeah.
It's like I walked in a Chinese restaurant.
With the Christopher Columbus thing, he's getting mad because people want to, bring down the Christopher Columbus thing, talking about why would they do that? But they were oppressing our people.
Exactly.
After they taught the nigga how to survive and eat, once he got his straight up, he fucked us up.
Right.
Every time we helped the motherfucker, we got killed in his leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we fucked up because we were all kings and queens.
Yeah.
Kings. And let me king. And let me tell you something. Our women, these homos out here, they don't understand something. A woman can see the strength in another man that another man cannot see in another man.
Right.
That's why God picked women to see, because a woman ain't gonna pick no pussy nigga to protect her.
Right, you absolutely right.
She's not spending the rest of her life with a
feminine woman. Because you got masculine women that'll get with somebody like that. But a feminine woman looks to be protected. You absolutely right.
So a woman used to pick the king.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we started picking our own kings, we can't look and see a strength in you the way a woman can. That's when we started losing wars.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
when we started doing that, because we picked weaker dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how deep this shit is.
You made a good point. This is a faggot society now. And you see it's the music
lock
is
of
part
the
of
key,
it.
man.
You see the way niggas are dressing now in the hood?
It's crazy.
All right? Wearing skirts, wearing dresses, dressing like faggots.
You so homophobic, but yet you gonna walk around all day with literally your ass cheeks out.
Yeah.
Before it used to be halfway when we were growing up.
Yeah, right.
Then I was literally all out.
That's
And
crazy.
then you wanna turn around to the gay dude and be like, what the fuck you say to me? Yo, you can't say nothing like you promoting your ass.
Exactly.
Fuck
You're right.
here.
You're right.
And I be damned if I get my ass whipped by a nigga in skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, bro.
Respect.
You get that scripture?
James, right?
Yep.
It's James 1 and 1. James is a servant of the Most High, and of the Lord Yahweh Shah.
See, it's the Spirit of the Lord that brought you here, because we go back to different camps. We go back and forth over situations like you. Because they'll see somebody like you go, like, you see how we stand here? You got some of the people that do the same thing that we're doing. You come up to them, they'll reject you. They'll reject you. They'll look at the way you look. They won't check your spirit out, the way you vibing, and they'll dismiss you right away. Because they're not spiritual, man. All right? It goes deeper than how you look. Your whole vibe's like the way
He's
you
an
vibe,
Israelite, man.
If I wasn't standing and I seen you in the streets and we spoke, I'll see. I'm like, yo, this dude's alright. I might not have told you directly, but I'm like, alright, this dude, he's one of us.
Yep.
And that's what we do.
And you don't need me to say or have a conversation with
You don't. Just by your
Felt the spirit, yeah. Felt it.
That's
Damn,
it.
fake the funk.
You could have just came up to the face, yo, what's up, man, and just gave me a dap and walked away. I'm like, nah, this whole movement just now was one of these people. Because we vibe different than every other nation. And if somebody from another nation, they truly don't vibe with us. All right? Like if you was a straight up real Japanese, you see us like, oh, the dub. Yeah. You like, hey, what's up, man? You like, whatever.
They treat me like shit.
Because why? Because you're not
They
them.
know, right.
Yeah, you're not them.
Yo, it's crazy because motherfuckers like they stay in the hood, right? They, they still fuck with me like, yo, we're my people though. We adults. They don't disrespect. But they think that I look like all the other Asians. But when you line me up against the other Asians, you be like, all right, now this nigga, I'm like,
yeah, you see it.
Talk like them, don't look like them, don't walk like them,
Your
don't sound like
movements,
them.
everything.
Yeah, and they see it all the time, so that's why they treat me like shit.
Yeah.
Because they know that I'm something they not.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't like that other something because they don't like nobody. They fuck with 100% black dude, but they fuck with a tainted Asian nigga.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. You're right. It's all spiritual, man. You gonna say something?
Nah. James 1:1. James, the servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shah, to the 12 tribes which were scattered abroad.
Right, to the 12 tribes which were scattered abroad. So you have our people, you be an example that's amongst every nation that's on this planet. Meaning you're gonna have our people that look like Arabs. All right, you might have our people that look like Hawaiians. They might look like a straight up Hawaiian, and you better, nah, he ain't one of us. But you see his vibe, like, nah, there's something different about him.
Man, that melanin in the skin says it all. You know what I'm saying?
It goes deeper than the melanin. It's the spirit that fuels that body, the movements, the shit that you gravitate to, the music, the soul, exactly.
Yeah, some more people look
our music
like
sounds, yo, and you know what? And I don't judge a man based on his skin color. I base it on several things. Who his parents are, you know what I'm saying? How he was raised, what his beliefs are.
Right.
Because you could be